Good evening and welcome to Jal Panther Football on the Jal Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. Tonight's game is brought to you by Eunice Pump and Supply, Iron Horse Grill, Woolworth Community Library, Panther Energy, Mamacitas, and the Jal Schools. I'm TJ Miracle filling in for Ron Gunter. It is homecoming 2025 here at Panther Stadium, and yeah, they are continuing to work on here and making it even better. Of course, the Panthers coming off of a big win last week, going on the road to Texas to take on the Van Horn Eagles, and a thoroughly dominating win for this Panther squad, 41-0 in that ball game, and it could have been even greater. I promised you last week, because they were kind of trying to hustle us out of the stadium there, that we would actually kind of do the postgame as the pregame today. Will Jal thoroughly dominating 373 yards of total offense as the quarterback Daniel Ornelas goes 3 of 8 for 65 yards, and one of those was a 31-yard touchdown coming to Ramos. Totally dominated in the ground game as well. Ornelas 14 carries, 159 yards to come along with 3 touchdowns. Daniel Gaiton with 7 carries, 65 yards, including 2 touchdowns in that ball game. And Zayden Lujan, where he got a little banged up in the third quarter, 7 carries for 67 yards. 300-plus yards, about 308 unofficially for the Panthers rushing on Friday night, and just a dominating performance. You know, as impressive as nearly 400 yards sounds on offense, how about the defensive stats? They held the Van Horn Eagles to negative 20 yards. Yeah, that is not a misprint. Negative 20 yards. Their leading rusher was the quarterback, Jesus Urias. He had 5 carries for 17 yards. That's it. He was sacked a couple of times. The Panther defense got 3 sacks in that ball game, but were absolutely all over everybody in the backfield and gave them no room to breathe. 58 passing yards between 2 quarterbacks last week for Van Horn, and negative 78 in the running game. An absolutely dominating performance against the 2A Van Horn Eagles last week. Probably going to be a little bit tougher matchup tonight with the Las Cruces JV team in town. Of course, last year Jal went to Las Cruces, played them there at the JV field in Las Cruces, and had kind of a rough go of it in that one. It was a score-shortened affair. So looking for a better showing tonight. We did not get a roster for the Las Cruces JV. One was not forthcoming, but that sometimes happens with kids going up and down. And Las Cruces is varsity #1 in the state, and they've got a big game tomorrow against the Hobbs Eagles. We'll also have that game for you. That game will be down in Las Cruces, but Las Cruces is 3-0 on the season for their JV squad. And after talking to some of Jal's coaches last week, and also on my way in to Panther Stadium here tonight, great running back number 26, 27. They were not quite sure on the number. Sometimes those JV numbers change quite a bit. And also said watch out for their quarterback, because he has got a lot of ups, is very versatile, does a lot of running and a lot of throwing too. So Jal's going to have their work cut out for them. This Cruces JV squad, even though they are mostly freshmen and sophomores, they are going to have the size advantage here tonight. Cruces won the toss and elected to defer, so Jal will have the football first as we get this one underway here in just a few minutes. As again, they did all the homecoming celebrations actually before the game, so congratulations to the homecoming king and queen and the entire court. Camilla Baeza and David Gaiton were elected the homecoming king and queen here tonight. I like that they did it pregame. That way it doesn't get in the way of anything in the halftime. You don't have things running long, and you don't have kids worrying more about that than they are about their business out on the field. So going to be a fun one here tonight. You can almost feel it. Nothing quite like homecoming. I know some coaches not real fond of it, but well, you got to do it every year. As we get ready to get this one underway here in just about 5-10 minutes. Yeah, I've got about 10 minutes left on the pregame clock. Going to be partly cloudy skies, some high wispy clouds, no chance of rain and 85 degrees. A light breeze coming out of the south. About 10 miles an hour. Big American flag over in the south end zone. Big Jal flag over there too. Fluttering in the wind here this evening. Let's take a timeout and come back and continue. This is Jal Panther Football, Jal Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Jal Panther Football here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe, and also HobbsAmerica.com. We're on the Kicks 103 Hobbs Facebook page tonight, too. I'm TJ Miracle sitting in for Ron Gunter. Ron, hope you get to feeling better and can get back very soon. Of course, after tonight, the Panthers will have a bye week before district gets underway, and then things a little bit different this year with the scheduling for 2A. For many, many years, it was a 9-game schedule. They expanded to a 10-game schedule this year, so Jal will play some district games, and then they'll take on the Centennial JV, and then have a couple more district games to wrap up the season. But tonight, got to face what is in front of you, which is a very, very large and, been told, very athletic Las Cruces High Bulldogs junior varsity squad. So making the trip up here to Lee County. Of course, it'll be a Lee County night tomorrow night down in Doña Ana County. The Hobbs Eagles will be heading down to Las Cruces to take on the #1 Bulldog varsity. Yeah, they knocked off Cleveland last week. And so looking forward to that one tomorrow night, but looking forward to this one tonight as the Panthers out onto the field. As we get ready to get this one underway, the visiting Bulldogs will be wearing the road white unis, the all-white unis with red stripes, blue letters and numbers, and of course the white hats with the Cruces High Bulldog on the side. My grandmother would hurt me if I put that W in there. You know, DAWGS. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. My grandmother was a graduate of Las Cruces High. For the Jal Panthers, they are in the home blue unis, the blue tops with the white pants, of course, the gold letters and numbers, the gold hats with the Jal brand on the side in blue, as the teams now out onto the field getting ready for the national anthem in this one. The 2-2 Panthers looking to get on the right side of 500 tonight, but it's going to be a stern test against a tough Bulldogs team. They do, if it's like last year, and I have a feeling it will be, they are a team that is going to run, and then just when you think they're going to run some more, they'll probably throw a little flare pass, throw something out into the flat. So you've got to be aware of it. It is something that you could definitely see, and it looks like big number 26 is going to be their running back. Number 5 is the quarterback, and again, we were not given a roster, and they did not have one downstairs when I asked earlier when I got here. So yeah, well, I apologize, but that's just the way it works sometimes, especially when you're playing with a JV squad and sometimes rather mobile personnel, so to speak. But yeah, they're big, they're athletic, they're fast, even though they are a little young. Yeah, they're still going to be a formidable team against the Jal Panthers. Jal at 2-2 on the year, currently ranked number 4 in the Max Preps ranking in Class 2A. Of course, just a couple of years removed from a thrilling state championship, and looking to get back to that form. But if there's a tougher district in the state, especially when it comes to 2A ball, well, really probably any of the divisions, Jal's in it, with Jal, Eunice, and Texaco, all 3 claiming state titles in the last 3 seasons. And then, Loving sometimes up and down, but they can bite you too. So a lot of good football still to be played this season. After tonight, the Panthers will take a breather. They will have a week off. They'll go into the bye week before they get underway with district here in just a couple of weeks. So the Panthers ready for the national anthem, ready to get this one underway. Cruces still out doing their warm-ups here this evening from Panther Stadium as the renovations continue. They've got a lot of stuff going on all over the place. Of course, they've got their new facility that they've built in the south end zone, and they've been building on and adding to it a visiting press box now. So they've done a lot of work here. And, now we are ready for the national anthem. So we'll take a timeout, come back, and kick this one off. Jal Panther football is here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and the Kicks 103 Facebook page.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
And welcome back to Jal Panther football here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com, and on the Kicks 103 Facebook page, brought to you by the Woolworth Library, Iron Horse Sports Grill, Panther Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Mamacitas, and the Jal Public Schools. I'm TJ Miracle in for Ron Gunter. Ron, hope you get to feeling better very soon, my friend. Homecoming 2025 tonight. Thursday night football here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel, an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital and One Radio Square Sports. So the Panthers in the home blues with the white pants, and it is an all-white uni night tonight for the visiting Las Cruces Bulldogs. Again, I was not given in and did not get a roster for Las Cruces High, and they did not have one downstairs yet when I got here to set up. So I apologize in advance for not being able to call those young men's names out. Back deep to receive for the Panthers. Looks like it'll be Gaiton back deep as number 26. They're due everything. He will kick it high and away. Daniel goes back, fields it at the 5. He'll bring it out to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, cuts it back, gets a block, trying to get around the 25, and then number 34, number 24 collapse on him at the 24-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. I think going to be very important tonight for the Panthers to get things going early. They had a little bit of a misfire a couple of times last week early in the game, and some penalties kind of hurt them before they got it together. A much different animal tonight in the Bulldogs as opposed to the Eagles last week. As Daniel Ornelas will lead his troops out onto the field, it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Panthers. As Steven Cervantes will bring the play in from the sideline. Pardon me, that was Daniel Gaiton, and he'll line up on the near side in the tight end position. 3 receiver set, twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Panthers moving from the left to the right. Ornelas with it, hands it off. Gaiton starts right, brings it back up the middle, but then coughs it up, and I think Cruces has got that one. They will. It'll be a 5-yard gain, but a fumble as Gaiton got that one knocked away. And so just like that, Las Cruces has got beautiful field position. 1st and 10 from the Panther 30. Ouch. You know, one of those linemen came over there and hit him, and then a linebacker stripped it away from him. And so that gives a big shot in the arm here early, just underway here at Panther Stadium. So it'll be 1st down, and they are going to say they fell on it at the 32-yard line. So 1st and 10, 3 receivers set now for Las Cruces. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left, single back in the backfield. Panthers put 3 men across the front with an edge rusher on the near side. And the handoff, nope, fake the handoff as number 5 sweeps it around to the right side, looking for some room, is hit by Lujan at the line, bounces off, reverses field, comes in across the 30, and will cross to the 29-yard line. Young man ran a long way for a 3-yard gain. Looked like Zayden had him down, but he managed to break free and break away. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Sorry, let me get the score bug going here. So 2nd down and 7 for Las Cruces as they forced a turnover on the first play from scrimmage. And now are knocking on the door of the Panther red zone. From the 29-yard line in Panther territory, 2nd down and 7. High snap handled, handed to number 26. He gets a big hole up the middle, and he is still on his feet as he rumbles across the 20 down to about the 19-yard line. It'll be, they're going to say at the 20, but it'll be a pickup and 9, and it'll be a 1st down for Las Cruces High right at the 20. So Cruces is in the red zone, and timeout taken by Coach Satterwhite. 10:51 to go in the first. We'll be back as Panther football continues in a moment.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Out of the Panther timeout, it'll be 1st down and 10 for Las Cruces. They are in the red zone at the Panther 20. Jal will put 4 men across the front this time, looking at a couple of edge rushers. Quarterback changes the play at the line with twins to the left. Back to pass, looks right, throws right. That one will be complete to number 6 down at the 15-yard line, but then he'll have the ball pop out, and they're going to say that they're going to say completed pass and a fumble, or what are they going to say? I think they're going to say incomplete. They're going to say he never had possession of it, so it'll be incomplete. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Las Cruces. Jal out of the timeout. Coach Satterwhite was extorting them pretty good down there. So now they've got a 2nd down and 10. From the far hash mark, twins right, single receiver left, moving right to left. That is to the north. Quarterback sends a man in motion. He'll set him up at the tight end position. Fake it to number 26, and 5 will take it himself. He's around to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone for the Las Cruces high touchdown from 20 yards out. And just like that, Las Cruces will take the 6-0 lead with the point after to come. Jal, everybody bet on the inside play fake, and that let the quarterback sweep out wide to the right. Got a ceiling block on that right side that let him just tiptoe in to the right side of the Panther end zone. So 9:57 remaining here in the first, and just like that, Cruces takes the Panther gift and takes it into the end zone. And it looks like they will line up to go for 2. Going to go with I formation in the backfield. Quarterback goes up under center from the 2-yard line, 2-point conversion try. Waiting on it. Quarterback sends a man in motion from the right to the left. Waiting on him to set. 2-point try. The pitch to 26. Starts it to the left. Brings it back right and into the end zone. Nobody gets even a hand on him. And with 9:57 remaining here in the first quarter, it is Las Cruces high 8. Jal yet to get on the board. Panther football continues in a moment.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Jal Panther football here on Jal Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. The Bulldogs of Las Cruces High take a fumble deep inside Jal territory. Then 5 plays into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and they take the 8-0 lead. Just under 10 minutes to play here in the first half. Of course, at Cruces last year, that's one the Panthers would probably like to forget. Don Morgan, myself, we filled in last year on that one, and was not a pretty game. Nice folks in the athletic department there at Las Cruces High, but was not a very pretty game. And so the Panthers now going to need to respond. You got to hold on to the football against a pretty good team. And the kickoff, it's a high end-over-ender as Gaiton will field it at the 2, but we've got whistles and a flag. So I think we're going to have a false start on the Bulldogs, getting a little bit antsy to get down there. And let's see what they do. I still haven't seen the white cap. He's also acting as the back judge. Yep, they're going to move him back 5 yards. So I'm thinking false start on Las Cruces High. False start or lining up offsides. We never got an official signal. So they're going to call lining up offside, so a 5-yard penalty. So move him back 5 yards. Gaiton still back deep. He'll set up at his own 5-yard line. As number 26 in the bright pink shoes will spot it now at the 35 on the south end of the field. A few folks making the trip up from Las Cruces tonight. And the kick, this will be a short one, going to come to one of the up men at the 22, bringing it across to the 25. Looking for some room and nowhere to go there for Ramos. As he goes backwards and sideways. They're going to give him a little forward progress, or where are they going to put him? They're going to spot it. Let's see. Yeah, they decide his His forward progress gets him to the 27-yard line, and so that's where the Panthers will take over first down and 10. Not a lot of room for Ramos to run there. I'm glad to see he's out there tonight. Had a little problem during the Van Horn game. As Ornelas hands it off, coming to the near side, looking for some room, and finding some is Lujan, as number 0 slams him down at the 30. It'll be a 3-yard gain for Zayden, but good to see him running as well as he is. It'll be second down and 7 for the Panthers. That's what you want, just positive play. Oh, so an 8-yard gain. Sorry, I had 3. It was actually 8. I'm going to get my sight lines fixed up here. I'm going to blame my trifocals. Second down and 2 to go for the Panthers. Lujan is the deep back behind Ornelas. Hand it off. Zayden comes to the near side, gets some good blocks, puts the shoulders down, and he's going to be near the 40-yard line before number 34, number 29 combine to bring him down. But we've got a flag on the play. That one comes in late. We might have a targeting penalty, as it'll be about a 3-yard gain. It'll be holding on the Panthers. Darn it. He got 3 yards, but it doesn't matter because it'll be 10 yards from the spot. So goes from a first down to now second down and about 12 to go. Yowza. Penalties hurt them on their opening drive last week. So now that'll move them all the way back inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So we'll redo second down. It was from the spot. It'll be second down and 9 officially for Jal. Can't shoot yourself in the foot here. 9:29 to go in the first, already down by a touchdown. As Ornelas from the pistol formation says something to Lujan. Fakes the handoff to Lujan. Daniel takes it himself. He's got some room. He heads around the left side. Stiff arms a man at the 35. Turns it back up at the 40. And then fumbles, bumbles, stumbles forward to around the 44-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 for Ornelas on the keeper and move the chains. First down, Panthers. Good run on that left side. Good blocking from the Jal Panther line. But we've got a Panther down after the play. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. Training staff goes over to take a look at things. You certainly hope it's maybe just a cramp, but young man out there is not feeling too good. Down and not feeling good at all, and I think, unfortunately, that may be Daniel Ornelas. That would be a huge loss for the Panthers, trying to find a little bit of momentum, trailing this one by a score of 8-0 early, 9:20 remaining. Here in the first quarter, homecoming 20-25. And so they're going to help Daniel up. And he hops off, though. He's got that right foot up in the air, and he's just going to hop off himself. Hope maybe it's something just he got dinged and things kind of went a little numb on him momentarily. But they're going to bring him back and bring him onto the table. But he's definitely keeping all the weight off of it. So let's see who they put in to run the quarterbacking spot this time for the Panthers. Couple of options out there for them. So it will be first down and 10 for the Panthers. And it looks like on to take over the quarterbacking position will be Lujan. So Zayden Lujan will take over as the quarterback. Gaiton now will be the running back. And hand it off to Gaiton. Actually, it'll be Zayden, keeps it himself. He sweeps it to the left side, gets a couple of yards on the design run before number 0 hits him and brings him down. So call it a 2-yard gain for Zayden, and it'll be second down and 8 for the Panthers. And wow, they didn't give him any forward progress at all. They're going to see his knee went down at the line of scrimmage. So second down and 10, no gain officially on the play. So second and 10 from the 45-yard line, Panther football. As they are wrapping up Ornelas right now. Lujan in at the quarterback position, showing blitz. Las Cruces bringing it to the near side. Gaiton sweeps it out. Stiff arms a man. He's across the 50 to the 45 inside Bulldog territory. It'll be a pickup of 12 for David Gaiton and move the chains. First down, Panthers. 2 carries, 18 yards for Gaiton. And the Panthers will have their first penetration tonight into Bulldog territory. 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 8-0. Las Cruces in the lead. The Las Cruces JV against the Panther varsity. Twins left, or rather one receiver left, one right, 2 tight ends in the ball game. 4-man front. Handed off. Gaiton on the sweep to the right side, crosses the 40 and is knocked out of bounds at around the 36-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 8 for David. Goes out of bounds. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers. I can get the score bug to cooperate. There we go. 26 yards on 3 carries for Gaiton. Las Cruces has yet to find an answer for the big tight end / running back. Keep 2 tight ends for extra blocking in the ball game. 3-man front this time for the Bulldogs. Waiting on it as Lujan going to hand it off, and this time Gaiton sweeps it to the left side. Shedding his block is number 4, and he'll get Gaiton after a pickup of 7, but it'll be enough for another Jal Panther 1st down. Let Gaiton run it. That seems to be the plan right now. 4 carries, 33 yards. So Gaiton having a nice first quarter here. 7.5 remaining here in the first. The Panthers on the march from the 29, we'll call it officially the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Panthers inside Bulldog territory. Keeping the twin tight end look. Gaiton is the deep back behind Lujan. Lujan with it, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. He's going to sweep it to the right side. 27 hits him at the line of scrimmage. A swim move to get him forward, and the linebacker for Las Cruces holds on to him, and it'll be a pickup of 1 for Zayden, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 for Jal. Panthers on the march, trying to get back into this one. Daniel Ornelas going out on a 1st down run. He's down on the training table. They were wrapping up the ankle. Now he's testing it out. Looks like he'll be back very soon. Still kind of trying to walk it out down there. Blitz look this time for Las Cruces. High snap. Give it to Gaiton. He's got some room over the right tackle. Takes it across the 25 down to the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 for David. And so 3rd down and 4 to go for the Panthers as Lujan comes in from the sideline. Coach Satterwhite sends in the play. 3rd down and 4 as we hit the halfway mark of this first quarter. Important 3rd down here for the Panthers. They will be going for it if they don't get it here, you got to think. Hand it to Gaiton. He'll sweep it around to the right side, crosses the 20, sheds a tackle, and out to the 18-yard line. So a pickup of 5 for Gaiton and move the chains. 1st down Jal inside the Bulldog red zone. 43 yards on 6 carries for David Gaiton. Panthers trying to answer the touchdown from the 19-yard line officially. 1st and 10, Panthers into the red zone. Trailing 8-0 right at the halfway mark of the first quarter. An early turnover leading to points for Las Cruces. Keeping the twin tight ends in there for extra blocking. Lujan with it. Hands it off. Gaiton bouncing it to the left side. Not a lot of room to run before 66 and 23 converge on him. Bring David down for just a 2-yard gain, his shortest gain of the evening. And it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. And any of the camera oopsies, that is entirely on me tonight. I am flying solo. DJ Miracle sitting in for Ron Gunter. Ron, hope you get to feeling better. Partner in crime, Dawn Morgan. Also a little bit under the weather this evening. So thanks for putting up with me. Keeping the 2 tight end look. Single receiver left, single receiver to the right from the pistol formation. Lujan barks out the signal. Fake the handoff to Gaiton. He'll lead the way over the right tackle and getting through across the 10 down to the 4-yard line. A big run as Gaiton led the way and let Lujan run. It'll be a 13-yard gain for Lujan and move the chains. 1st down Panthers, their 5th first down of this drive. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. So the Panthers finding something in the running game, and now timeout taken by Las Cruces High. So with 5:10 remaining in the first, Panthers on the march. Timeout Las Cruces. Back in 30 seconds. Panther football continues in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
The Bulldogs of Las Cruces taking a timeout, trying to figure out the number of the truck that keeps punching them in the mouth. Well, it's Gaiton and Lujan, the 1-2 punch right now with Ornelas a little bit banged up. And so now Jal has it 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Welcome back to Panther Stadium. 5:10 remaining here in the first quarter. Jal trying to answer an early Las Cruces touchdown. Lujan stays on as the quarterback. Hand it to Gaiton, takes it over the right tackle and flips into the end zone. Stretches out, goes Superman, and puts 6 on the board. Touchdown Panthers. 4 yards out, David Gaiton. And the Panthers have answered the Bulldogs and now trail it 8-6 with the point after to come. And Coach Satterwhite going to keep the offense on the field. So they will go for 2 to try and tie this one up. Panther Stadium, the site of tonight's game here in far South Lee County. The sand trucks and the oil trucks in the background. Looking out over Highway 18. So the Panthers going to try and sprint things out this time, and Ornelas back in the ballgame. Gaiton on his right shoulder. Send a man in motion from the left to the right, and yep, let's see, is it going to be delay a game or is it going to be a false start on the Panthers? And they're going to show actually offsides on Las Cruces. So Cruces lining up offsides, and that'll be half the distance to the goal. So instead of 2 yards, it'll be a 1-yard attempt for the Panthers. And they'll keep twins to the left, twins to the right. Ornelas back in. Panthers trying to even this one up on motion left to right. Looking to throw it, tossing it into the end zone and complete. And 2 more on the board for the Jal Panthers as that one is flipped to Elias Gonzalez from Daniel Ornelas, and it is good. And just like that, the Panthers march it down the field and tie this one up at 8 apiece. Panther football continues in a moment.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
A 13-play, 80-yard drive culminates in the 4-yard touchdown by David Gaiton. The point after is good. Welcome back, Daniel Ornelas, as he flips that one to Elias Gonzalez. Through a little pressure and a little bit of traffic in the end zone to tie this one up at 8 apiece. I'm TJ Miracle. Welcome back to Panther Stadium. Panthers and the Las Cruces JV tonight from here at Panther Stadium. So teeing it up will be Abraham Vasquez. He'll be kicking it to the south. Got number 26, their do-everything player for Las Cruces, back deep to receive. So Jal taking a little time in the huddle. Don't think you're going to see anything too wild and crazy just yet. So Vasquez ready. And everybody trying to figure out where to go here. And so a late come in, that is Elias Gonzalez. So he's in, all right, he's in the right spot now. So ready to go as Vasquez will kick a squibber. That one is on the ground, going to be fielded by one of the up men at the 26. Brings it across the 30, out to the 35, still on his feet, out near the 40-yard line, 39 officially, before being brought down by Daniel Gamez, and also in on that stop, Jackson Butts. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs from their own 39-yard line. Pretty good return there. Let's see what Jal can do against this potent Bulldog JV offense. Is, 3-play drive. Got them into the end zone last time. They were much closer after a turnover, but the 20-yard touchdown run by the quarterback, nobody touched him. So let's see what they do this time. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. One back in the backfield on the left shoulder of the quarterback. Jal puts 4 men across the front. Hand it off to 26. He's got some room around the right side across the 45 and out to the 50 to midfield. An 11-yard pickup for that young man, and it'll be a first down for Las Cruces. Their second of the ball game. The ball right at midfield. 1st and 10, 4:57 remaining here in the first quarter. Here at Panther Stadium. So a late check-in as 88 comes out, number 4 comes in, and he'll come into the slot on the left side. Quarterback from the shotgun once again, 1st and 10 right at the midfield stripe, all tied up at 8 apiece. Kind of a lazy snap, but it works as 26 bounces it to the outside. He's across the 40, stiff arms a man at the 35 to the 30, going for the sideline to the 20, to the 10, and down to the 10-yard line. That kid just absolutely bowled over a couple of guys. It'll be a 40-yard gain, and it'll be a first down for Las Cruces, their third of the contest. And they will put it right at the 10, so it'll be 1st and goal from the 10. 60 yards on 3 carries for that young man, number 26. So 1st and goal now for the Bulldogs from the Panther 10. Panthers have had no answer for the running game. Instead of 4-play drive, it was a 5-play drive earlier. On the 3rd play of this drive, quarterback waits on it, hands it off, keeps it himself, sweeps it to the right side, and he is into the end zone untouched for his second touchdown of the evening. And it is now 14-8 as Las Cruces a 3-play 60-yard drive and into the end zone, but they are going to have a penalty, so that'll call it back. A 10-yard penalty against Cruces, their second penalty of the evening. So that'll make it 1st and goal from the 20. So the Panthers getting lucky on that one. It wipes out the 10-yard touchdown run. And 10 yards from the spot, so it's actually at the 12. So 1st and goal from the 12. I can get the score bug to cooperate. There we go. So 1st and goal from the 12. Panther defense has yet to stiffen. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. High snap with it. Quarterback back to pass, now going to get flushed. Rolls to the right, directs traffic, pump fake, throws it into some space and into the end zone this time. It'll be a 12-yard touchdown to number 88. And so now it is 14-8 in favor of Las Cruces with the point after to come. So Cruces has had zero trouble moving the ball against the Panthers. Now on the bright side, you could say the same thing about the Jal offense. They haven't had any trouble thus far moving it on the Las Cruces defense. So now the point after to come. Looks like they will go for 2 once again. Waiting on the snap, under center, pitching it to the running back. Starts it right, brings it back across the nose guard and into the end zone, and makes it a 16-8 ball game in favor of Las Cruces. We'll be back right after this. Panther football continues in a moment.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
A 60-yard drive that looked seemingly easy for the Bulldog JV, and the two-point conversion is good. And with 3:49 to go here in the first quarter, it is 16-8 in favor of the visiting Bulldogs. Welcome back to Panther Stadium here in Jal. I'm TJ Miracle. The Panthers await the kickoff. Gaiton back deep to receive. On a beautiful Thursday night for football. Las Cruces going to kick it away. A high end-over-ender as Gaiton just going to let it bounce and go out. And did it get out? Yep, it did. Got into the end zone, so they'll bring it out to the 20. And that's where the Panthers will take over, first down and 10. Panther football brought to you by Woolworth Community Library, Iron Horse Sports Grill, Panther Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Mamacitas, and the Jal Public Schools. Appreciate them making Jal Panther and Lady Panther sports possible. Here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel, please subscribe, tell your friends and family. And, of course, too, on HobbsAmerica.com. Always free because of those sponsors, too. We never have to charge you or beg you for donations because of those sponsors. Too many supposed broadcasters do. We don't think that's right, especially when we've got great sponsors like that. So Zayden Lujan going to stay in at the quarterback position after Ornelas a little bit banged up, and he'll hand it to Gaiton, and he has some room on the right side. Hole closes up, and he's driven back, but not before he gets 5 yards out of it. Number 29 and number 60 coming out from the bottom. Gaiton, a 5-yard gain, 9 carries, 54 yards. And it'll be second down and 5 for Jal. I can make the scorebug work. There it goes. So on a second down and 5, Panthers on the march. They didn't have any trouble moving the ball earlier. Now hand it to Gaiton. He's going to try the left side this time. He is hit at the line and almost loses the ball again. Backs his way up to about a 2-yard gain. So third down and 3 now for the Panthers. So a couple yards on that one. 10 carries, 56 yards, a 5.6 average. You will take that and be quite happy about it. But now an important third and 3 for Jal. 2:40 to go here in the first, trying to answer another Las Cruces touchdown. Lujan from the pistol formation, double tight ends. Zayden keeps it himself, sneaks it left, comes back right, tries to stretch out to the 30. I think he's going to have enough for the Panther first down. 5 carries, 25 yards, and it will be a Jal Panther first down. They're 6th of the ball game. Good job by Lujan, good job by the big boys up front to give him just enough of a hole to come forward and to get the first down. Coach Satterwhite hollering out the play to Lujan. Down at the sideline, Ornelas is sitting on the trainer's table. Got his helmet with him. I think they're not going to take any chances at this point. So Lujan handing it off. Gaiton near side. And he is hit at the line and driven backwards and hit high. Number 60 got him high, and see who got him low. That was number 0, got him low. It'll be a 1-yard pickup for Gaiton. And it'll be second down and 9 for the Panthers. A couple of the Panther faithful in attendance wanting at least an incidental face mask on that. So second and 9 with 90 seconds to go in the first. Panthers trying to answer, trailing 16-8 here. Single receiver left, single receiver to the right. Panthers just going to play 3 yards in a cloud of dust football as Lujan, a little shake and bake, crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line. But the ball is out, and Las Cruces has it as that was stripped away by number 63. And are they going to say Lujan was down first? Yes, they are. So, yeah, that was a 4-yard gain for Lujan. So third down and 5, but number 63 stripped that out of there. I thought he might have gotten it before Zayden went down, but the side judge right on top of it said nope, he was already down. So now an important third and 5 for the Panthers. Need to get it to the 41-yard line. Hand it off, Gaiton with a little room, and he's hit. He gets across the 41 to the 43-yard line. So call it a pickup of 6 for Gaiton and move the chains. First down, Jal, their 7th of the first quarter. 63 yards on 12 carries. 30 seconds remaining. Panthers will have to run one more play here in a fast-moving first quarter. Panther first down from the 42-yard line. Jal brings it up to the line, moving towards midfield, methodically matriculating the ball down the field, Sankstrom would say. And the handoff, Gaiton right up the middle over the guard and gets a yard, maybe two, and then we've got a rugby scrum going on. David deciding he's not going down. I'll give him a 1-yard pickup on that one, and it'll be 2nd down and 9 as we go to the second quarter here in Panther country. It is Las Cruces 16, Jal 8. Panther football continues in a moment.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Welcome back to Panther football here on Jal Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com. Start of the second quarter, Jal trailing 16-8, but on the move. Now facing a 2nd down and 9 as we flip ends of the field. Jal moving towards the north end zone now. Lujan stays in at the quarterback. One receiver left, one to the right. Lujan, he flips it out into the flat to Gaiton, but it'll be incomplete. Number 0 on him very, very tight. So it'll be incomplete, and so now it'll be a big 3rd down and 9 for the Panthers. Going to be very important to convert here. And so on a 3rd down and 9, somebody apparently blocking a gate, so they're going to have to go move it. It's not mine. I'm not anywhere close to a gate. So 3rd down and 9. Single receiver left, single receiver to the right. Deep back is Gaiton. Hand it to Gaiton, tries to flip it out wide to the right and is hit at the line, behind the line. And then number 23 will bring him down after no gain. So no gain for Gaiton, 14 carries, 64 yards. But now 4th and 9, and it is decision time for Coach Satterwhite and his squad. Your defense has not shown the ability to even slow down the offense of Las Cruces, and it looks like he's going to send the punt team in here. Las Cruces doesn't even look like they're going to send anybody back. Yep, now they will send number 21 back again. I was not given a roster. There wasn't one on Max Preps. The LCPS didn't send one before I had to come up, and there wasn't one downstairs. So I apologize in advance for not having those young men's names. So it's a bad snap, picked up off the turf and then popped up and getting a pretty good kickoff as fielded at the 30, bringing it out across the 35, gets a block to the 40, trying to get it to the sideline, across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Good return there for number 21. And so it will be Las Cruces football near midfield. They'll be on the Bulldog side of the field, but have it 1st and 10 from the Las Cruces 46-yard line. Of course, we've got a full week of Lee County sports for you. Eunice volleyball and Tatum volleyball tonight. Of course, tomorrow we've got Hobbs football in Las Cruces against the Las Cruces varsity. Lovington taking on Goddard tomorrow night. Tatum also tomorrow night. Eunice will be playing on Saturday in the state capitol against St. Mike's. So 1st and 10 now for Las Cruces. Back to pass. Quarterback looks. Now he's going to get flushed. Lets it fly just as he's hit. Wounded duck up, and that one almost picked off. Good job there for the Panthers and Ian Faulkner, who goes back. Good penetration to clock the quarterback. It'll wind up being incomplete. And so it'll be 2nd down and 10 for Las Cruces. So the way Cruces has been running the football, not sure why they're even going to attempt to throw. Of course, mentioned that in the pregame. They're going to run, and just when you think they'll run again, they throw it, and that's kind of what happened that time. Good defense for Jal. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Quarterback with it, hand it to number 26. A little hesitation move. He's across the 50, gets away from one. A little hop move and sideways, and he'll pick up 8 on the play. 68 yards on just 4 carries, and it is 3rd down and 2 now for the Bulldogs. So a 3rd down and important 2 here for the Jal defense. As again, the score bug is not my friend tonight. So from the far hash mark, Twins right, single receiver to the left this time. Quarterback looks over, changes the play. And oh boy, they've almost offsides on the receiver in the hard count, and Jal jumps. Question is, did somebody flinch? And they're going to show offsides on the Panthers. So they just gave them a freebie. 2nd penalty for 15 yards on the Panthers, and that'll be the 4th first down for Las Cruces. It'll move them to the Panther 41-yard line. 2 minutes gone here in the 2nd quarter. Las Cruces up by 8 and trying to add to it. As the white cap says, wind the clock, ladies and gentlemen. So we are under 10 to go, first half. Las Cruces on the march once again. Twins right, single receiver to the left. High snap, it's handled. Handed off, number 26 bouncing it to the outside. He's across the 30, but forces contact with 3 different Panthers, and he's going to wind up with 14 yards on the play for another first down. 82 yards rushing for that young man. 5th first down here of the half for Las Cruces. So inside the 30 at the Panther 27-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Play comes in from the sideline. Panthers put 4 men across the front this time. Going to put an edge rusher over on the right side too. Twins to the right. Oh, yep, we're going to have a false start on that one as number 87 got a little bit antsy there. I think maybe that play was designed to call his number, so it'll be the 3rd penalty on Cruces. And so that'll make it first down and 15. And will move them back outside the 30 to the 32-yard line. As the "you can't do that" chant from the stands starts. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Panthers put 5 men across the front. Send a man in motion. Set him up as an extra tight end right side. Hand it off. New running back. That's number 0. He brings it to the right, crosses the 30 down to the 26-yard line. So it'll be a 6-yard pickup for that one. And it'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. So 2nd and 9 now for Las Cruces High. Still on the march, leading by 8. 8.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Gonna have to get it inside the Panther red zone for the first down. Ball spotted at the 26. They need to get it down to the 17. So on a 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers gonna come to the near side this time. So trips to the right, single receiver, no receivers to the left. 2 tight ends in the ball game. And flags fly, and we're going to have a delay of game on Las Cruces. So the delay of game goes from 2nd and 9 now to 2nd and 14. So a couple of bad penalties on Las Cruces. I think maybe going a little bit deeper in the playbook here. So now they'll go to 2nd and 14. Move them back to the 31-yard line. They need to get down to about the 17. Trips to the right side, tight ends in the ballgame, nobody left. Handed off to number 0. He's hitting the backfield, but he'll bounce it to the left side. He's across the 30, down to the 25, and he is brought down, I'm going to say, about the 24-yard line. So it'll be a pickup of 7, his second carry of the ball game. So 3rd down and 7 now for Las Cruces High. Deep inside Panther territory. They are just burning off a bunch of clock here. This is their longest and most sustained drive of the evening, coming off of the Panther punt. Again, after tonight for the Panthers, they'll have a week off before they start district play. 3 receiver set. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Quarterback waits on it, fakes the handoff, looks to pass. Going to be flushed, rolls left, throws left, wants it all, going back of the end zone and picked off at the goal line. And the INT for the Jal Panthers as the Panthers do their job as Zayden Lujan, or pardon me, that's not Lujan, that's Zekas Ramos, number 2, with the INT, and that will end the Las Cruces threat. And they'll bring it out to the 20 because he went into the end zone and was tackled in the end zone. So the Panthers force the turnover, each team now with a turnover. And let's see if Jal can respond with 6:48 to go in the first half. As the back judge will bring it out to the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Jal. So each team with a turnover now. Las Cruces leads 16-8. But Jal with time to answer and a couple of timeouts. Lujan, the quarterback. 1 receiver left, 1 to the right. 2 tight ends in the ball game, extra protection. Handed off. Gaiton goes right, hitting the backfield, gets across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The sledding has gotten a lot harder for David. 15 carries, 65 yards, 2nd down and 9. Moving to the 22, so give him 2 on the play, 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 for the Panthers. They have yet to complete a pass, but they've only attempted 1. Of course, with Ornelas banged up a little bit. Going with their bread and butter. Just running the football. To Gaiton, sweeps it to the right side, and he is upended across the 22 to about the 24-yard line. So 2 more on the play for Gaiton. 16 carries, 68 yards, and now it'll be a 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. So needing to answer, Las Cruces High will have the ball to start the second half, leading by a touchdown, 16-8. Much more competitive game here early than it was at their place last year. As Zayden waits the snap. Gaiton is the deep back. Zayden keeps it himself. Looks to the left, comes back to the right, gets away from 1, gets away from 2, gets to the sideline, and he will squirt across the 30 to the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 7 for Lujan and move the chains. 1st down Panthers, their 8th first down of the ball game. 7 carries for, me doing math quickly is never a good thing. 7 carries, 36 yards for Lujan. Panthers over 100 yards rushing in the first half, but trailing by a touchdown. Again, Gaiton, the deep back, 2 tight ends in the ball game. Lujan hands it to Gaiton, brings it to the left, cuts it back up the middle across the 35. Then the rugby scrum ensues, and he's pushed back. They're going to say to the 37-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 6 for Gaiton. 74 yards on the ground for David. On a 2nd down and 4 now. Oops, let me flip that over to the right team. There we go. Panther football with a 2nd down and 4, 4:50 to go here in the first half. Panthers trying to score before the halftime gun sounds. Good snap. Lujan keeps it himself, goes right, and is met by number 29 and also number 63, and he's going to pick up 3 on the play. An important 3rd down and 1 now for the Panthers. So from the 40, they need to get the 41-yard line. Panthers looking to keep the ball moving as we click down to 4 minutes remaining here in the half. 16-8, the Las Cruces JV in the lead. Single receiver left, a single receiver to the right. Cruces shows blitz, putting all 11 men in the box. Hand it to Gaiton. He gets a good block. He's across the 50 to the 40. It's a foot race to the 35. Heading to the sideline to the 30, 20, 15, 10, 5. Put it in the end zone. 6 on the board. Touchdown Panthers. 60 yards for David Gaiton. And the Panthers are back to within 2. A good block up front sprung him. And he took off for the house. 134 on 18 carries and both touchdowns in the book for Gaiton. So you got to think the Panthers will go for 2 to try and tie this one up with 3:52 to go here in the first half. As the blinky flashy lights up the light pole and the disco lights too. Boogie fever, if you will. So the Panthers will line up for 2, and Cruces jumps off sides. That is their second jump off sides on a point after attempt. So that'll put Jal within a yard of tying this one up. Got to think they're not going to do too many changes. I've always heard coaches say if in the run game you can't get at least a yard at a time, you're better off just not playing. The Panthers have done that. No losses for Jal so far in the ball game. None for Las Cruces either, for that matter. So Lujan from the shotgun. Gaiton is the deep back with him. High snap. Hand it to David, and he just runs into one of the Bulldogs and pushes his way into the end zone between the J and the A. And Gaiton will tie it up. We are at 16 apiece with 3:52 to go in the first half. Don't go anywhere. We've got a good one. Panther football continues in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Jal Panther football. A 60-yard run for David Gaiton, and then he gets the 2-point conversion too. And just like that, the Panthers are all knotted up at 16 with the Bulldogs. I'm TJ Miracle filling in for Ron Gunter. Welcome back to Panther Stadium as we get ready for the kickoff from Vasquez, kicking this time from the right to the left. And so Vasquez will kick that one. It's another squibber, going to be fielded at the 30, across the 35 to the 40, looking for some room across the 45 to the 50, and finally brought down by the Panthers. Big number 27 with a big run and a big return right there. And so that'll set Las Cruces up in good situation here late in the quarter. 3:45 remaining here in the first half. Gamise with the tackle. So on a first down and 10, it'll be Cruces football from the Jal 46-yard line. High snap, it's handled. Handed off, number 26. He's across the 40, gets away from one, across the 30, still on his feet and down to the 24-yard line. Still going, and let's see where they put him officially. Yep, they're going to put him at the 24, so that'll be a 23-yard run for that young man. 6 carries, that is 105 yards, and it'll be a first down for Las Cruces. They're 5th of the ball game, 6th of the ball game. So now 1st and 10 from the Panther 26-yard line. Las Cruces trying to respond. They will have the ball to start the third quarter. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Panthers put 5 men across the front. Send a man in motion from the left to the right. Quarterback lets him get set. Now he'll hand it off again. 26 tries the left side again across the 20, goes for the sideline, and then just bowls over Cervantes over there. Ramos on the stop too. He's going to be down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a 10-yard gain and another first down for Las Cruces. All tied at 16 apiece. Las Cruces trying to go up. 2:50 to go here in the first half. With twins to the right, single receiver to the left. 26 is the single back in the backfield. And keeping it himself this time as the quarterback. He swings it right and into the end zone. He drops the ball in the end zone, but then he falls on it himself for the touchdown. So could have been disaster. Instead, it's still just another touchdown. That'll be the second touchdown of the night for the quarterback, who runs it for 13 yards. He's got 3 carries for 36 yards and 2 touchdowns. And just like that, Las Cruces responds and makes this a 22-16 game. They did leave Jal time, though. 2:39 remaining here in the first half. Panthers still with 2 timeouts. Cruces will go for 2. Pitch to 26, hit in the backfield, and he is dropped back at the 5-yard line. They tried the option and didn't work that time. The Panthers had it sniffed out. So with 2:39 to go here in the first half, it is Las Cruces JV 22, Jal 16. Panther football continues in a moment. Jal Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back as the Las Cruces JV just takes it down the field and punches it in. The Panther special teams and D come up big and stop the 2-point conversion. 2:39 remaining first half. Panthers trail the Dogs 22-16. I'm TJ Miracle filling in for Ron Gunter. Ron, hope you get to feeling better soon. As Cruces will kick it away. It is a high end-over-ender. Going to be playable, though, as Gaiton will pick it up at the 10. Brings it out to the 15, to the 20, to the 25-yard line before he is slung down. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. They're going to spot it the 26, maybe. We'll see for sure. Of course, tomorrow night, the Las Cruces varsity will be taking on the Hobbs Eagles from the Field of Dreams in Las Cruces. Be filling in for Ty Friend tomorrow night on that one with Sav Anthony. Hobbs Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. Eagles will look for the upset of the number 1 team in the state, who just knocked off Cleveland, which is never an easy thing to do. But the Cruces JV here in Jal tonight, taking on our Jal Panthers. So the Panthers with 2:34 to go, trailing by 6. 1 receiver to the left, another to the right. 8 men in the box for Las Cruces. Gaiton tries to swing it to the right side, nothing doing, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage at the 27. Good job by 63 off the line to slide on down it and stop David for no gain. 19 carries, though, 134 yards. 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. Kept it in bounds, so the clock keeps moving. 2nd down and 10, 2:10 to go. As Lujan will relay the play in. Of course, Lujan in as the quarterback after the injury earlier to Ornelas. Now a single receiver left, single receiver right. Cruces shows blitz, backs out of it. Fake the handoff. Gaiton keeps it himself. Comes to the near side, and he is knifed down at the 29-yard line. Number 0 been all over the place. Gaiton going to pick up a couple of yards on that one. But it is 3rd down and 8. Cruces still with 2 timeouts. They might want to think about taking one here. Leave themselves time. 90 seconds to go. And still a couple of timeouts for both squads. Little surprised Las Cruces isn't taking that timeout. I would be almost willing to bet the mortgage, not quite willing, but almost willing to bet if they stop Jal without a first down, they do take it. And the handoff, Gaiton to the right, and he is slung down, number 60, and I think we're going to have a horse collar on that one as a flag flies and whistles sound. So Gaiton slung down behind the line, but I don't think it's going to matter. Jal acting like this may be on them. It could be a horse collar. It looked like somebody went up underneath, and they're going to call personal foul, horse collar on Las Cruces. Yep, so it'll be a 15-yard penalty on the Bulldogs. They've got 5 penalties for 40 yards, and it'll be an automatic first down for the Panthers. Their 9th first down of the half. So that's a biggie for the Panthers. Las Cruces goes with an opportunity to maybe get the ball back with some time left in the half, and they get the ball to start the second half to now just a minute to play. 2 timeouts for Las Cruces. If they could get a couple of quick stops, a couple of quick timeouts, they might have time for a couple of plays to try and extend this one out. Jal wants to keep that from happening. So now they're ready to go. Cruces backs out of the blitz look, hand it to Gaiton, starts it to the right, puts his shoulder down, and then a rugby scrum at the line. They may give him a yard, and the ball pops out, and Cruces says they have it. Side judge, though, says runner was down. So it'll be a 1-yard pickup for Gaiton, 20 yards, 135 yards. And it'll be 2nd down and 9. That's the second time Jal's almost coughed it up. They did cough it up on the very first play of the ball game. So 25 seconds to go. About 3 seconds difference, play clock, game clock. Both teams going to be content to sit on their timeouts here. Stack 8 men in the box. And fake the handoff. Lujan, he's going to try it on the right side now. He gets the sideline to the 50. Down the sideline, it's a foot race to the 40, to the 30, to the 20. 1 man to beat. 10-5 and out of bounds. But a huge play for Gaiton Lujan. As let's see where they say he tippy-toed out. Side judge going over there. They're going to put him down at the 5. Yes, it is, at the 5-yard line. So that's 45. That is 53 yards for Gaiton Lujan, and 1st and goal, Panthers. So 1st and goal for the Panthers, and no time left on the clock, and that will end it. So the Panthers just missed the touchdown and didn't get a timeout called in time. So halftime from here at Panther Stadium in Jal. It is Las Cruces JV 22, Panthers 16. Panther football will continue in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Welcome back to Panther Stadium. It is halftime, and the Panthers and the Las Cruces JV have been going at it. Cruces taking the lead, though, 22-16. I'm TJ Miracle, and for Ron Gunter, let's take a look at the numbers in the first half of this one. For Las Cruces High, they've seemingly had everything going. Collectively, 164 rushing yards, being led by number 26, 7 carries, 115 yards for that young man. Got a couple of touchdowns out of their quarterback, number 5. He's got 3 carries, 36 yards, 2 of them for scores. And number 0 with a couple of runs for 13 yards. The quarterback goes 1 of 4 for 12 yards, but that one was a biggie. It was a 12-yard touchdown pass to number 88. Also did have the 1 interception. So Las Cruces with 7 first downs in that first half were whistled 5 times for 40 yards. They got 16 points in the first, 6 in the second. That's how they get to their 22 on the board and 176 total yards for Las Cruces. For the Jal Panthers, let's see, Daniel Ornelas going out early in the ball game. So he has not even attempted a pass. He came in and completed a 2-point conversion pass to Zekas Ramos. But, yeah, that has been basically his only action. He had 1 carry for 15 yards. Lujan in relief has only attempted 1 pass. So the Panther passing game, 0 for 1, no touchdowns, no interceptions, and no yards. On the ground, though, David Gaiton, he has been a beast. 20 carries, 135 yards, and 2 touchdowns in the first half. Zayden Lujan, 10 carries, 95 yards, including that big 53-yarder, and they just couldn't get down and get a timeout called in time for an attempt to punch that one into the end zone. So 15 for Ornelas, 95 for Lujan, 135 for Gaiton. That's 245 total rushing yards for the Jal offense. They were whistled twice in the first half for 15 yards, 10 first downs in the first half. They lead in that category. Got 8 points in the first, 8 in the second. That's how they get to their 16 on the board. So, yeah, they did each team with a turnover. And right now, that turnover to start the game really is the difference in the contest. So the Jal Panthers so far have stood up to the 6A JV squad pretty darn well. So we'll come back with your keys to the second half right after this. Jal Panther football continues in a moment. Jal Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Jal Panther Football, Jal Sports YouTube. Please subscribe also on HobbsAmerica.com and on the Kicks 103 Hobbs Facebook page this evening. 22-16, the Las Cruces Bulldog JV in the lead on what has been a good one. For the Jal Panthers, keys to the second half. Just keep doing what you've been doing, pretty much. You've got to find a way to stop the potent running attack of Las Cruces' JV. So on defense, stop the run. Yes, they can throw it a little bit, but they are a run-first, run just about all the time team, are the Bulldog JV. So find a way to stop the run. Did a good job on that two-point conversion. So if you can sniff it out. Yeah, don't try and shoulder or arm tackle. It's not going to work against these kids. Just wrap them up and bring them down. Hold on for dear life and swarm to the football. Offensively, just keep doing what you're doing. 245 rushing yards in the first half. Not a bad number at all. Jal continues to control the time of possession, and I think that could wind up being very important as well. You've got to find some kind of passing, though. Of course, Daniel Ornelas going out injured. They've only attempted one pass with Zayden Lujan coming off the bench, but as the Las Cruces has not been fooled by anything. Not that it's really mattered, but with Lujan and Gaiton combining for over 200 yards, 135 of those for David Gaiton. But find something, maybe swing it out into the flat, see if you can get it into the hands of maybe Davian Navarrete, or swing it out on a running back screen, something to Gaiton. You've got some options there. Use them to just give them a little bit different look, and, hopefully your receiver can hold on to the ball. If your Las Cruces high, I think your key, just keep doing what you're doing. They've got to find a way to stop the run, too. Again, 245 yards for the Panthers in the first half. Absolutely dominating the ground game are the Panthers. So they've got to find a way to stop the run, too. And Jal hadn't really been doing anything fancy. They've just been getting, for the most part, good line play, which has allowed the Panthers running backs and quarterback to get around the edge and then take off. So I have a feeling there'll probably be some adjustments made by Cruces at halftime for that particular little deal going on. And on offense, I think they just keep running the ball. The Panthers' defense, until it proves you can stop the run, I think you just keep ramming it right down their throat. It will be Bulldog football to start the second half of action, leading this one 22-16. And while we have a moment, of course, big thanks to our friends at the Woolworth Community Library, Iron Horse Sports Grill, Panther Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply, Mamacita's Restaurant, and the Jal Municipal Schools for making Jal Panther and Lady Panther sports possible here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel and on HobbsAmerica.com. It's because of those great sponsors that we never have to charge you to watch your kids and your teams play. We never have to beg you for donations. Fortunately, too many places, do try and charge you to watch your kids and, still make you sit through commercials too. But those great sponsors make sure we don't have to do that. So be sure that you support those businesses and organizations that support your kids, your towns, and your team. Well, a full weekend of sports, of course, starting off on Thursday night here, homecoming night for the Jal Panthers. Panthers taking on the Las Cruces JV. A little volleyball going on tonight, too, in Eunice. The Eunice volleyball team in action against Mescalero Apache School. And Tatum taking on Grady on the Eunice and Tatum YouTube channels, respectively. Also on HobbsAmerica.com. Tomorrow night, a football triple header for you, as Sav, Anthony, and myself will hit the road to Las Cruces for the Las Cruces varsity against the Hobbs Eagles. Cruces taking over the #1 spot in the state. So Sav and I will head down to the Field of Dreams. I'll be filling in for Ty Friend tomorrow, and we'll have that for you about 6:45. Hobbs Sports YouTube channel, of course, HobbsAmerica.com too, and on Cool 95.7. The Lovington Wildcats will be back in action as they look to stop a little skid and get back into the district race against the Goddard Rockets from Wildcat Stadium tomorrow. My partner in crime, Dawn Morgan, she'll be filling in for me tomorrow on that one. So Lovington Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com, and Tatum will also be in action tomorrow night. Tatum Sports YouTube. Then we've got even more on Saturday. Yeah, whole bunch of games this week from our family of streams and stations. Saturday, the Eunice Cardinals will head up to the state capitol for a 1 o'clock matchup against the 5A, or not 5A, but 3A. I believe they're 3A #1 or #2, St. Mike's Horsemen. Should be a good game. Jimmy and the boys will be heading up to the state capitol. Eunice Sports YouTube, HobbsAmerica.com. Lovington Soccer will be in action at 1 o'clock, and then it will be Lovington Volleyball at 2 o'clock. So we just got all kinds of things going on as we have a Thursday night tripleheader, a Friday night tripleheader, and then a Saturday afternoon tripleheader too as the Jal Panthers back out onto the field. It will be Las Cruces High Bulldog football to start the second half. So we'll be back for the kickoff of the second half. Jal Panther football continues in a moment. Jal.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hardworking team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
It's
Eunice
a bobble.
Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
It's a bobble on the kickoff, but it will be recovered, and Las Cruces High will take over first down and 10 from the 20, well, we'll call it the 23-yard line, looks like, maybe the 21. Put it at the 21, so that's where Las Cruces will have it, by far their worst starting field position of the night. Welcome back to Jal Panther Stadium. Panthers in the lead, 22-16. So, actually, Panthers trailing the Bulldogs, 22-16. So it looks like Las Cruces will be back out from the 21-yard line. First down and 10, getting underway here in the second half. Panthers going to try and find a way to put some pressure on. High snap, hand it off. And no room to run this time, and that'll be the first loss of the ball game for either team as the running back swamped under as Gaiton and also Cervantes will bring him down for a loss of a couple of yards. It'll be second down and 12, so a loss of 2 for that young man. And again, we don't have official names. I got a message that maybe the kids were wearing the same number they are on varsity, but that's a varsity roster. I was not given the JV. And now a big hole up the middle and making contact, still on his feet across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And that'll be a pickup of 12, and that will move the chains for Las Cruces. Needed 12, got 12. 125 on the ground for that young man. So it'll be a first down and 10 for Las Cruces. Give him 13 actually on that. So first down for Las Cruces, leading this one by 6 points. 1 minute gone in the third. I'm TJ Miracle in for Ron Gunter. From the shotgun, Cruces with it. Quarterback keeps it himself. He'll swing around to the left side, across the 35 to the 40, getting to the sideline, cuts it back to the 50, hit from behind to the 45, still on his feet and out to the 40-yard line. Huge run. Let's see, that's 18. That's 28 yards for him. And so a big gain. That'll be now 4 carries and 64 yards for the quarterback, and that'll be the 9th first down for Las Cruces. But we're going to have a 10-yard holding penalty. Well, maybe that explains why he got so free. 6 penalty, 50 yards on Las Cruces. So move them back, and that one happened right at the line, so make it 1st and 20 for Las Cruces. So the Panthers get a bit of a break. So still first down for Las Cruces, but it moves them all the way back to the 22-yard line. Got to get it out to the 42. 1st and 20. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Las Cruces driving towards the south. Back to pass. Quarterback looks. He's going to be flushed. Cuts it across the middle, and Gaiton will bring him down. He flushed out, brings it up to the 26-yard line. So a 4-yard gain. So Gaiton does a nice job there to hold that to just a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 16 now for Las Cruces. Good coverage down the field for the Panther secondary. Faulkner doing a nice job on his receiver. The 2-5s battling on the near side. That's where the quarterback was looking. Twins to the right side, single receiver to the left. A little confusion on the Jal line. They switch ends. Las Cruces is going to change the play at the line and then hand it off on the attempted sweep. Nowhere to go. Reversing field and brought down back inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. It'll be an 8-yard loss. Great pursuit by the Jal Panthers on that one. And guess who? Gaiton again. Oh, Gaiton having a whale of a ball game. So the Panthers now forcing a 3rd down and 22, so it's basically 3rd and Kermit here. 3rd and 23, we'll split the difference. So 3rd and 23 now. As we said, the Panthers had to find a way to stop the running back, and so far they have done just that. Passing situation here possibly for Las Cruces. Twins right, single receiver to the left. Good snap. Fake the handoff. Nope, they will hand it on the sweep. Cuts it across the 20, and then Faulkner and Lindman collapse on him at the 26-yard line. Be a 7-yard pickup. And so that'll bring up a 4th down and 19 to go, and it'll be punt time for Las Cruces. And so the Jal Panthers with a golden opportunity here as Zayden Lujan will go back deep to receive. And so the Panther D comes up in a big way against Las Cruces, who kind of sputtered out a little bit. 26. We'll punt it away. That may be Gallegos, but I don't have that officially from the roster. And a high end-over-end kick. That one going to bounce and go inside the 45 to the 44. Takes a little bit of a Las Cruces bounce. And so the Jal Panthers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line. 7:55 to go as the defense comes up big and gets their first stop of the ball game. Let's see if the offense can capitalize on it. So for the Panthers from the 44, Ornelas still on the bench. So Lujan and Gaiton will be your backfield for Jal. Daniel still has his helmet around him, but he's directing traffic out there, hollering something at his teammates. 1st and 10, Lujan from the pistol formation. Gaiton is the deep back, 2 receiver set. Hand it off to Gaiton. He is hit at the line and driven backwards. They might give him forward progress, about a half yard before basically everybody in the red, white, and blue hits him. So 1 yard for Gaiton, 136 now for him. 2nd and 9 now for the Panthers. Now at the 45-yard line, clock moves, 7:20 to go here in the 3rd. Single receiver left, single receiver to the right. Lujan fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he is going to be hit behind the line. Designed run, so no sack. But that'll be a 3-yard loss for Zayden Lujan. And so now it'll be 3rd down and 12 for the Panthers. They're going to see a 2-yard loss, so 3rd and 11 for Jal. So 3rd and 11 for the Panthers. Now their offense kind of sputtering just a little bit after the defense came up big and they got good field position. Very important 3rd down here. Panthers trail by 6. Looking to get on the right side of 500 is Lujan. He slings one out there, and I don't know if it was complete or not. They'd be better off if it wasn't. And, yeah, they're going to say incomplete, or are they going to say complete? They're talking about it. And they're going to say incomplete pass. Lujan just having to flip that one out there to Elias Gonzalez. So now punt time for the Panthers as both defenses stiffen up on their opening possessions in opposition. And now the Panthers to punt it away. Back to Las Cruces, trailing by 6 with 6.5 to go. Cruces comes after that one. Punter gets it off, and that'll take a big bounce. Takes kind of a funny hop, and the Panthers will run down, and they will down that one inside the 25 at the 23-yard line, where Las Cruces will take back over first down and 10. So back onto the hands of the Bulldog JV. Let's see what the Panther defense can dial up this time. 6.5 remaining in the third. Score still 22-16 in favor of Las Cruces. The Bulldog JV in the lead over the Panther varsity. Quarterback will take it himself, sweeps to the left side across the 25 to the 30, getting to the sideline to the 35 to the 40, leaps over a man and out of bounds. I think it's technically supposed to be a penalty now, but he'll get it out to the, call it the 45-yard line. Be a pickup of, they're going to say at the 43, so it'll be a 20-yard pickup. And it'll be the 10th first down of the ball game for Las Cruces. So they'll have it at their own 43-yard line, first down and 10. As they went out of bounds, clock stops, 6:22 to go here in the third. Bulldogs trying to get their running game on track. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. Good snap. Quarterback keeps it himself, gets away from 1, gets away from 2, gets away from 3, does not get away from 4, as Gaiton will bring him down right at midfield after a 7-yard gain. So 2nd down and 3 now for the Bulldogs. So on a 2nd down and 3 from right at midfield. Las Cruces trying to march it into Panther territory. Already had 1 first down on this drive. They're trying to get a 2nd one. Twins to the right. The handoff comes over right guard and a yard, maybe 2. They're going to say a 1-yard gain. And Daniel Gaiton out from the bottom of the pile. Cervantes there too. A 1-yard gain, 126 on 12 carries, so 3rd down and 2 now. For Las Cruces High, 5:15 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Cruces hanging on to a 6-point lead, but on the march. So now an important 3rd down and 2. They'll move a man into the position on the left side. Quarterback will take it himself, sweeps it around, and he's going to get just shy of the 45 in Panther territory. But he will have enough for the first down on a 4-yard pickup. 11th first down for Las Cruces. They keep the chains moving. 71 yards on 7 carries for that young man. 10.1 average. That's not too bad at all. His running mate with 12 carries, 126 yards. 10.6 yards. That's a pretty good average there. Twins to the right, single receiver to the left. New set of downs for Cruces to work with. As the running back will bounce it outside, and he just lowers the shoulder and across the 40 to the 38, but a late flag comes in across the field. Generally, I don't know, that may be a hold. We'll see. They're saying it's on Las Cruces. And it will be an illegal block in the back on Las Cruces. And that one came in way late, and so it'll be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. So a 7-yard gain going to be wiped out. And another penalty on Las Cruces. 10-yard penalty. 6 penalties for 60 yards and takes them back inside the 45 to the 44 in their own territory, and timeout taken by Las Cruces. 4:26 to go in the third. Las Cruces 22, Jal 16. Panther football continues in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Out of the Las Cruces timeout after an illegal block in the back. It'll be first down and 20 for the Bulldogs. Their coaching staff taking the timeout. Jal trotting back over. So on a first down and 20. Las Cruces leading by 6, 22-16. The Panthers, for the most part, have answered everything that the Bulldog JV has thrown at them tonight. Trips to the right, nobody on the left side. High snap, fake the handoff. They'll throw the screen. That one will be bobbled and dropped. And that was a forward pass. Yep, incomplete. No, incomplete, and it'll be second down and 20 now for Las Cruces, but the Panthers have a man down. Slow to get up on the play is Ian Faulkner. Certainly hope that young man's okay. He's done a whale of a job on coverages tonight. And already down Ornelas tonight. Could ill afford to lose Faulkner, who's been a big part of their secondary. Well, going out in his place, it'll be Elias Gonzalez. So Gonzalez going to come out on a second down and 20. 4:11 to go here in the third. Bulldogs trying to build on a 6-point lead. Twins right, single receiver to the left. On the quarterback keeper. Quarterback sweeps it wide, tries to get to the sideline, gets a block, gets it across the 50 to the 48-yard line. Now that'll be a pickup of, we'll call it 8 yards on the quarterback keeper. And it'll be third down and 12. Third and 12, a lot more manageable than third and 20. So they're on the Panther side of midfield. Trying to build on a 6-point lead. The Jal defense trying to stiffen up once again. Jal forced them 3 and out on the opening possession. Las Cruces has just methodically kind of ground away on their second after they forced a Jal punt. Twins left, single receiver to the right. Good snap, back to pass, looking, throwing, going over the middle and over the head of his intended target. So that one will be incomplete. And so that'll bring up a fourth down for Las Cruces. Fourth down and 12, and now decision time for the Bulldog JV staff. So on a 4th and 12. Thought they might go for it with the ball being on the Panther side of things. Instead, electing, looks like, to punt it away. And the Panthers will send Zayden Lujan back deep. Gotta be careful, though, with number 26. He does it all back there. You might think about a fake here. Or maybe not, leading by 6. Good snap. And the kick is up, and it is away. A high helicopter kick as Lujan calls for the fair catch inside the 20, down around the 15, call it the 16-yard line. And so the Panther defense bends but does not break, and they will take back over first down and 10 to go with 3:15 to go here in the third and trailing by 6. And so they're going to call an illegal formation on Las Cruces. So give it back to them. And it'll be 4th down and 17. So 4th and 17 on another Las Cruces penalty. And Jal, I think, wisely saying re-kick this thing. So it'll be a re-kick time on 4th down and 17. Right move there for Coach Satterwhite to decline that, see if he could get a return out of Lujan here. And it's another kick, more of a line drive this time and away from everybody. And then it takes a huge Las Cruces bounce at the 20, inside the 10 and down at the 6-yard line. It's all right. Didn't come out as well as the Panthers might have wanted on that one. But you play the percentages, and, well, that time it just kind of bit you. So 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in the third, and the Panthers with a long way to go. Well, spotted at the 7-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the Panther 7. A 93-yard field in front of them. But they got all night, still 15-plus minutes of clock time. Panthers needing the score, though, trailing by 6. They'll come out in the pistol formation, single receiver left, single receiver to the right. A little bit of confusion on the Bulldog line. And now a little confusion on the Jal offense, and Coach Satterwhite going to take a timeout. So not looking real happy about it either. With 3:03 remaining in the third, it is Las Cruces JV 22, Jal 16. Panther football continues in a moment on Jal Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
And welcome back to Jal Panther football here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel. Please subscribe and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm TJ Miracle, high above Panther Stadium tonight. So out of the Panther timeout as a little bit of discombobulation on both teams, but the Panthers having to take the timeout. So now they'll have it 1st and 10 from their own 7. Double tight ends in the ballgame. Single receiver left, single receiver to the right. Lujan with it. Hand it to Gaiton. A little hop, gets through the first level and then across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6. That's all you need to do. Just 3-4 yards at a time and you are fine. 140 yards on 22 carries for David Gaiton. He is having a whale of a ball game tonight. So on a 2nd down and 6 to go. Panthers can just methodically move the ball down the field. The Gaiton again, he's going to be hit at the line and brought down. Yep, they're going to say no gain on the play. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 for the Panthers. Went to the well again, the exact same play, and Las Cruces had it sniffed out that time. 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. And now a 3rd and 6 for the Panthers. For the most part, they've just methodically kind of chopped away at things. Only one play for loss tonight for Jal. Let's see what they do on 3rd down and 6 deep in their own territory. From their 11, fake the handoff. Lujan keeps it himself. Comes near side, and up the turf monster got him as he slipped down. I think he was trying to lean too hard into that cut, and he'll get to the 13-yard line. So a 2-yard pickup for Lujan. He's got 95 yards on 12 carries. But now it'll be 4th down and 4, and I've got to think it'll be punt time for Coach Satterwhite and his squad. And this should set Las Cruces up with fantastic field position. So let's see what Gonzalez, who's back to punt, can do. 26 back deep as they come after it. Is that one a high spiral? And then it'll be fielded at the Jal 40. Coming across 35 to the 30, to the sideline, to the 20. One man to beat, to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. The punt return touchdown for number 26, a 40-yard punt return touchdown for that young man. Makes it 28-16 in favor of Las Cruces High with the point after to come. Good blocking for Las Cruces, and Jal not able to shed him, and good athleticism for the return man. Just got it to the sideline and nobody there to stop him. So they will go for 2 to try and increase this to a 30-16 lead. Try and go up by 14. 2 scores on the Panthers. This is the sideline hollering, hurry up. They'll go up under center. And yep, they'll get Jal offsides. They jump. Yep, offsides on the Panthers. So that'll be half the distance to the goal. So now the side judges are talking about things. The flag flew, Jal jumped, but they're saying they were drawn off sides. Flags on both sides. Jal jumps, and the question now becomes, were they drawn off sides? So they're going to wave, and it'll be false start on Las Cruces. So they are going to say that the Panthers were drawn off sides. 70 penalty yards on 369 penalties on Las Cruces. So that'll move them back 5 yards. I have a feeling they're still going to attempt the 2-point conversion from 7 yards out. So the kickoff return from the young man who may be Gallegos, and he'll be the deep back. Under center, pitch it to him. He'll take it on the right side, and he is hit at the 5, and Jal says, nope, nothing doing there. And so 57 seconds remaining in the third quarter, and Las Cruces takes the 28-16 lead. Panther football continues in a moment.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
And the Las Cruces Bulldogs take a big play and turn it into points as they are in the lead now. The Jal defense stops them from getting the 2-point conversion, but the lead now in the hands of Las Cruces. So Jal going to have to try and find a way to score and score quickly. They've been very methodical, needing to answer again to one of the upmen at the 20, to the 25, to the 32, and he is going to be met by a host of Las Cruces Bulldogs and brought down, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So the Panthers will have it, and they'll spot it at the 34-yard line, so that's where they will take over. And I have gotten a little bit of confirmation on a couple of things from Las Cruces. The Las Cruces Booster Club, thanks for listening, guys, and letting me know that their JV roster is, they put it in with the varsity roster. All right. So it'll be the Panthers' first down. They will spot it actually at the 35-yard line. 1st down and 10. Lujan, high snap, handles it to Gaiton. He's up the middle, and he crosses the 35 out to the 38-yard line. So it'll be a 3-yard pickup for David, who just keeps running wild. So 2nd down and 7 for the Panthers. So they'll line it up on 2nd down and 7. Deep back is Gaiton. Lujan waits for it. Hands it off. Gaiton, right side, spins out of 1. He's across the 40, into the secondary, across the 45, and out to the 48-yard line. Pick up a 10 for Gaiton and move the chains. 1st down, Panthers. So to the 48-yard line. So a Panther first down. That'll be their 12th first down of the ball game. And that will end the third quarter of play. So we've played 3, and it is Las Cruces JV 28, Jal 16, as Panther football back in 1 minute for the fourth quarter here on Jal Sports YouTube and HobbsAmerica.com.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
And welcome back to Jal Panther football as we start the fourth quarter. Panthers just shy of midfield in a hard count, and Cruces jumped, Jal jumped, everybody jumped. So who are they going to get for the jump first? That's the question, and they're going to call false start on the Panthers. So they got Jal over on the near side jumping first in the form of Faulkner, but good to see him back out there. Just the third penalty of the night for the Panthers. That's a good thing to see, as they had way too many last week. 11 penalties against Van Horn, just 3 tonight. But trailing by 14, they got to find a way to score and score pretty quick here. So now Zayden Lujan with Gaiton as his deep back, waiting on it, keeping it himself. Zayden comes the near side, and he gets hit after he gets to the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple right there. And people greeting the man who tackled him, number 29, and if the information I've been given is correct, that's Zach Sanchez. Sanchez on the stop. It'll be good for 2 yards for Zayden. 97 yards on 13 carries. Second down and 13, though, for the Panthers. And a Panther up and shaken up. That's Ivan Aguirre. So Aguirre off, and they have finally taken the pads away from Daniel Ornelas. So coming in for him will be Landon Edwards, the freshman wide receiver. And Edwards actually going to take over at the quarterback position. He is the backup quarterback. We saw him against Van Horn. Handed off to Gaiton. He sweeps it out to the left side, cuts it back. He's across the 50 into Las Cruces territory at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 for Gaiton. And so it'll be third down and 8. That's a lot more manageable than third and 13. As they're going to leave Edwards in at the quarterback position. So Edwards, just the freshman, off the bench as the quarterback. They're trying to get Lujan out in the receiving pattern, I've got to think here. Edwards with it, low snap, hands it off. Gaiton sweeps it left and gets back to the line, and maybe another yard before he's brought down. 159. And so it'll be 4th down and 7 now for the Panthers. I gave him 2 on that one. I think that may be a bit generous. But hey, I'm not going to complain. So 4th down and 6 as the Panthers getting to the point of the game where I think they've got to go for it. 10:25 remaining, trailing by 14. So Edwards still in at the quarterback position. Single receiver left, single receiver to the right. Tries the hard count, and flags fly. I think they got Cruces to jump. Yes, they did. And so the hard count works. 10th penalty, 75 yards on the Bulldog JV. And so now 4th down and 1, a much more manageable situation for the Panthers. From the 43-yard line, they need to get it to the 42. Edwards will bring in the play. The freshman is not a very tall young man. As Evan Faulkner comes over, has a word with him. The junior wide receiver is by himself out to the right side. Edwards handing it off. Gaiton puts the shoulder down, gets it to the 40 before he is driven backwards and ridden down like a cowboy, but it's good for 4 yards and move the chains. First down, Panthers. Their 11th first down of the ball game. In on that stop was Aliso Cisneros, the tackle, and we've got a Panther down and not feeling good. So up and hobbling. The Panthers have already lost Ornelas tonight. They've got a couple other guys who been a little banged up too. So Gaiton is up and looks like he's moving off okay now, but he was slow to get up. If they lose Gaiton, that would be a huge loss for the Panthers. So it'll be a Panther first down after Gaiton got the first down. Now they're going to be down to their third running back. They may just put Lujan back out there. No, it's not Lujan. I can't tell who it is. I'll see when he turns. They're right in front of my booth here. And the handoff and some room up the middle and banging through and moving. Going to be a 9-yard pickup there. And so that'll be number 8, Rangel, with the run. So Rangel showing some speed. Give him 9 on the play. Second down and 1 to go for the Panthers. So Rangel coming off the bench, trying to provide a spark here. Jal needs 2 scores. They trail by 14 with 8:50 remaining in the ballgame. Homecoming night here in Pantherville. As Lujan's the quarterback, hands it to Rangel again, and he'll get it to the 30-yard line. Pick up a 2 for Rangel and move the chains. First down, Panthers. And coming back into the ball game, back in will be Gaiton. So the Panthers on the move now at the 30-yard line, trying to get inside the Las Cruces red zone. So the Panthers continue to move and needing to score and score quickly. Because you got to think that Las Cruces, they get the ball back, they're going to do what they do. And sweeping around is Gaiton, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. No more than that, though. So no gain for the Panthers senior. 164 rushing yards on the night, though. He's had a whale of a night. And it'll be second down and 10 for the Panthers. Tonight's game brought to you by Iron Horse Grill, Jal Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Woolworth Community Library, Panther Energy Services, and Mamacitas. Appreciate them making Panther football possible. So now on a second down and 10. Lujan back in at the quarterback. Single receiver left, single receiver to the right, double tight ends. Take the handoff to Gaiton. Lujan chasing around the right side. He gets across the 25 and then is going to be ridden like a horsey out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 7 for Lujan. He's got 104 now on the ground. And the stop there made by Ramon Morales. So on a third down and 3 after the 7-yard gain, Panthers look to keep it moving. So far the difference in the ball game is a turnover and a kick return. So now an important third down and 3 for the Panthers. Deep back is Gaiton behind Lujan. Hand it to David, and he goes left, bounces out, but then he is grabbed and wrapped up and ridden down as number 34 will take him down. And I do not have a 34 on the roster. It is going to be a loss of 1 for Gaiton. And so now it'll be fourth down and 4. The Panthers are into go-for-it time and territory. So the Panthers will go for it on fourth down and 4. 6:55 remaining in the ballgame, needing 2 scores. And without Daniel Ornelas. hurt on the very first play of the ball game. But Lujan has led them well. To Gaiton, and nothing doing over the right guard. And he will get a yard, but no more than that. And it'll be over on downs to the Las Cruces Bulldogs with 6:38 remaining here in the contest. So now Las Cruces, pretty much, you got to think the score here probably caps it off. So the Panthers now pretty much needing to force a turnover if they want to get back into this one. Real Ward checks in. Work on the front line there. So Gallegos, the quarterback. Gomez is the running back on his right shoulder. Twin receivers right, single receiver to the left. Panthers put 5 men across the front. Gallegos sweeps it to the right side, looking for some room. Gets a block, crosses the 30. Still on his feet, and he's going to be near first down yardage on that far sideline. Gets him to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 9-yard pickup for Gallegos. So 2nd down and 1 for Las Cruces. 10 carries, 87 yards for Gallegos. And clock stays running. He stayed in bounds. We are at the halfway mark of this 4th quarter as the Bulldog JV trying to knock off the Jal varsity. Much more competitive game than it was a year ago. Fake the handoff, throw it across the middle. That one is complete. Man's across the 50, still on his feet across the 40. Dragging 3 Panthers with him down to the 35-yard line. Gallegos just his 2nd completed pass of the night. As that one will go to Montez, Damian Montez. So from the 34, so let's see, that would be 15, 25, 33 yards to Montez, and it'll be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 for Las Cruces. Keeping it himself, Sanchez, he cuts it back, puts the shoulder down, runs through a Panther. He's to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone for the touchdown. Gomez, from 35 yards out, and that will probably be the capper as Gomez finally has a touchdown. 170 yards on 14 carries as Gomez just plowed one of the Panther secondary. And now it'll be 34-16. And they will go for 2 to try and get this up to a 20-point lead. It's been a bit of a back-and-forth affair. And now just the overall size of Las Cruces really starting to kind of wear the Panthers down. 5.5 to go in this one. The pitch to who else? That is going to be Gomez. He stretches out to the line. And did they get him stopped short? They did. And so with 5:26 remaining in the ball game, it is Las Cruces 34, Jal 16. Panther football continues in a moment.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in, backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
A 35-yard run for Gomez puts it into the end zone for the Las Cruces High touchdown. The point after was stopped once again, 2-point conversion. Garcia on now to do the kicking. And he will boot it. It'll be an onside kick, and we're going to have an offsides on the Bulldogs of Las Cruces. So, yeah, when you see a kicker change, generally going to signify that. 11 penalties, 80 yards now on Las Cruces. So the Panthers are going to have to find a way to score and score quickly. They're not done yet, but they are going to have to find a way to get some big plays and get them fast, trailing by 3 scores, 3 touchdowns with 5:26 to go. They've been eating up the yardage, but it has taken them a long time to do so. And the kick again, it'll be another short one, fielded at the 38-yard line, bring it across the 40 to the 42, and that is where Gonzalez is going to be bounced down. Well, they're going to say his knee went down at the 40, so the Panthers will have it 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Need 3 scores in 5:21. Of course, if you're just joining us, Daniel Ornelas went out on the very first play, and he has yet to return. Sitting on the bench, dejected looking, and Zayden Lujan also on the bench right next to him. And so the quarterback will be number 7, Landon Edwards. So Edwards taken back over as the quarterback, Gaiton, who's run the ball 31 times tonight for 164 yards. Ooh, and we got a late check-in. Yep, we've got an illegal substitution, and Edwards is going to be sacked. I don't think it's going to matter. I think we're going to have the illegal substitution first. A little miscommunication there as Edwards comes over to the sideline. So let's see what they're going to call. And yep, it'll be 1st down. Oh, are they going to decline the penalty? Well, it was a 5-yard penalty and a 5-yard loss, so 4th penalty on the Panthers tonight, 25 yards. So 1st down and 15 for the Panthers now. Edwards, still the quarterback. Going to try and give the freshman some protection. Gaiton behind him. Hands it to Gaiton. He'll go left side. He squirts through the first level. The linebackers will come over and bring him down. He gets the penalty back. 169 on the ground. And it'll be 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. So 2nd and 10 for Jal. Edwards will bring it in from the sideline. They are not going with a hurry up or anything here. 4.5 minutes to go. Unless they get a big play, the Panthers will fall to 3-2 going into the bye week. I believe that'll improve the Las Cruces JV to 4-0, and that one's dropped by Edwards. Gets away from one, doesn't get away from the other 3 that swarm him under. He's going to be back at the 30-yard line. It is a 16-yard loss for Edwards. So it is 3rd down and Kermit now. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, they say his knee went down at the 39, so it's only an 8-yard loss. Still bad enough, though, 3rd down and 18. It's basically 3rd and Monument draw, or 4th and Monument draw now. Now let's see if the Panthers will go for it here, if they're just going to run the time down. And, yep, they're just going to go ahead and take the time out. With Edwards talking to Satterwhite. And so the Panthers will stop the clock with 3:28 remaining here in the contest. Well, we'll just keep it right here and say a big thanks to our friends at the Jal Municipal Schools, Mamacita's Restaurant, Panther Energy Services, Woolworth Community Library, Eunice Pump and Supply, and the Iron Horse Grill, making Jal Panther and Lady Panther sports possible here on the Jal Sports YouTube channel, HobbsAmerica.com. Of course, you see them there at the bottom of your screen. Be sure you thank those folks, those businesses and organizations, and support them too. Yeah, you need food? Yeah, go eat at Mamacita's or Iron Horse Grill. Need energy services? Of course, Panther Energy, Eunice Pump and Supply for all your oil field supplies. Jal Schools, Mr. Little and Mr. Snyder, the whole crew, doing a great job there. Of course, Mr. Snyder, the superintendent. Of course, one of the best libraries not only in New Mexico, but maybe in the Southwest, if not for sure small town libraries in the world, the Woolworth Community Library. So it'll be punt time for the Panthers. So the Panthers will punt it away with 3:28 remaining. Good kick this time, up and away from Lindman, and that one will bounce and take a jowl bounce at the 30, goes inside the 25. Still rolling down to about the 22-yard line where it'll be downed by Salinas. And so a new set of downs, but the team in red, white, and blue has it instead of the team in blue and gold. Of course, after tonight, the Panthers will have a week off before they head back out and get ready for district. I believe that game, that first district game, is here in a couple of weeks. Hopefully Ron will be back. Of course, Ron, get feeling better, buddy. So on a first down and 10, it'll be a handoff and a huge hole up the middle. And a 10-yard gain there for Gomez. 180 yards on 10 carries, and it'll be a first down. 180 yards on 15 carries. Wowza. 280 yards rushing for Las Cruces tonight, along with 45 passing. So first and 10 for the Bulldogs. Hand it off again, and it'll be a pickup of 4 this time for Gomez. So second down and 6. The Panthers collapsing in on him. Everybody up on the line, being led that time by Ward. Clock continues to move. 2:25 remaining on a second down and 6. Twins to the left, single receiver to the right. Gallegos still the quarterback. When Jal jumps, well, they're not going to call it, but then getting out of the stance, one of the linemen for Las Cruces moved. They're going to argue about who jumped first and who drew who. False start on Las Cruces. That'll be their 12th penalty for 85 yards. That's been about the only thing that hadn't really gone their way tonight. It'll be second down and 11 now for the Bulldogs. High snap, it's handled. Gallegos keeps it himself. And he gets across the 35 out to about the 36-yard line. Well, they're going to say his knee goes down at the 35. That'll be a 2-yard pickup for Gallegos. And with 89 rushing yards, third down and 9 for the Bulldogs. But just 90 seconds to play. Jal will fall to 2-3 on the season. The Cruces JV will go, I believe, to 4-0. Gallegos will keep it himself, sweep it to the right. He gets a block across the 40 to the 45 and out near midfield to the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 14 for Gallegos, and that'll put him over the century mark. 103 on the ground for Gallegos, 15th first down of the night for Las Cruces. And if they want to at this point, minute 10 to go, they could decide to go into victory formation, and I do believe that is what they are going to do. They're going to put Gallegos up under center, and they're going to get Guerrera real close to him on the right side. So they're going to run this one all the way down. They will have to snap it a couple of times. And the kneel down for Gallegos. And that will do it. Second down and 11 officially. And they'll have to kneel it down one more time. They get the clock under 25 seconds. They'll have one more kneel down, and that will do it in this one. As Gallegos just making sure everybody knows what he's going to do. He takes it, puts the knee immediately down, and that will do it. As the Las Cruces Bulldogs victorious tonight over the Jal Panthers. Our final score, 34-17. 16. We'll be back to wrap this one up momentarily. Panther football continues in a moment.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply,
Sports
local,
Grill
loyal,
is now
and proud to
open.
serve.
Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
And welcome back to the Panther postgame show as Jal falls tonight to the Las Cruces JV. 34-16 is our final. I'm TJ Miracle, taking a quick look at the final numbers in this one for the victorious Las Cruces squad. Gallegos, their quarterback, goes 2 of 6 for 45 yards. One of those two, though, was a 12-yard touchdown to Garcia. He also did throw an interception. It was the Gomez show on the ground. 16 carries, 184 yards for that young man. Gallegos, the quarterback, chips in 14 carries for 103 yards and a couple of touchdowns. And Guetta with a couple of runs for 13 yards. 45 through the air, 300 even on the ground, 345 total yards for Las Cruces. They were flagged 12 times for 85 yards tonight. Turning the page for the Jal Panthers, it was David Gaiton. He was the homecoming king, and, well, he pretty much did it all. Offense, defense, special teams. He carries the ball tonight 33 times for 169 yards. Wowzer. Zayden Lujan came in as the backup quarterback, and after Daniel Ornelas was hurt, he rushes 14 times for 104 yards. Ornelas did get one run for 15 yards. He was hurt, unfortunately, on the play. Rangel in relief, 2 carries, 11 yards, and Edwards had 1 carry for -8 yards. No completions tonight for the 3 quarterbacks that Jal used, so 288 on the ground. They were flagged 4 times for 25 yards. Had 12 first downs in the ballgame, but just too much on the ground for Las Cruces High for the Panthers to handle tonight. So the next up for the Panthers, they'll have a bye week next Friday night before they return to action to Open District on October the 3rd, right back here at the friendly confines against the Texaco Wolverines, the defending 2A champs, and that will start district for the Panthers. And with that, my friends, we will put a wrap on this one. The Panthers made it interesting, a lot closer than that 34-16 score would indicate, but the Las Cruces JV comes up to Lee County and gets the victory tonight. Panther football on the Jal Sports YouTube channel and HobbsAmerica.com has been brought to you by Iron Horse Sports Grill, Eunice Pump and Supply, the Woolworth Community Library, Panther Energy Services, Mamacitas, and the Jal Municipal Schools. For Tiff and Evie, keeping an eye and an ear on things back at One Radio Square. For my partner in crime, Don Morgan. For Ron Gunter. Ron, get to feeling better soon. I'm TJ Miracle saying so long from Panther Stadium in Jal. This has been an exclusive presentation of Walmart Digital, One Radio Square, and Kicks 103 Sports. Good night, everybody.